What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today, in the world of indie games, Necronator is coming out. Dead Wrong. So we played this back when it was a really early access game. This game is kind of like a tower defense, monster summoning, attack card. Like, it's got a lot of things going on. A lot of influences in this one, but it works out really well to create like a fast-paced game that keeps you moving. So anyways, this is the final edition of the game. There'll probably be more updates after this, but this right here is the 1.0 that they're going to be releasing very shortly. So let's check out the game and see what we've got popping. We got a new game over here on the left. Sounds good. We can play as the Death Knight, formerly a living knight on a quest for the Holy Grail, currently an undead knight on a quest for the Unholy Grail. Yeah, we just keep it grailin'. You'll never meet a cursed crusader more wide-eyed with wonder or a student of sacrilegious scripture more eager to learn. For some people, death has the odd tendency of making life more enjoyable. I believe it. You know, I've seen a lot of movies like Casper, Beetlejuice, all movies about death being only the beginning and being the entryway into more fun. I believe it. We can pick our starting deck here. We've got Steel and Bones, so I guess we're going to be a Necromancer. We'll go ahead and get moving. Our starting relic, we've got the Hellforged Armaments, which apparently gives them more attack and less move speed. But the time is now. Let's embark on an epic quest to destroy the living. Let's go. I believe in it. I believe in destroying the living with my undead might. You open a letter and it says, "Congratulations, you've graduated from Undead Academy. As a freshly certified villain, prepared to embark upon your very own quest for world conquest, the Academy hereby presents you with a patented soul spawn crystal. Please attach it to your arm, and the crystal will permanently bind itself to your life force. No substitutions or refunds." All right, so we've got like this little map over here. We want to pick where we want to go, and we're going to fight over all these little villages in order to like increase our monsters, upgrade them, make them better, make our HP more, like all kinds of random things, get gear and loot and things of that nature. Let's go. Chewbats flock across the sky. One lands beside you, perching on a dead tree. "Impressive," says the Chewbat. "You could be the next Necronator. You know about the Necronator, right?" It looks at you. "The greatest Dark Lord ever to terrorize the world? Lost his power 100 years ago? Ring any bells?" "Anyways, luckily for you, I know how to reclaim it. I'm currently accepting work as a consultant for aspiring tyrants." "What, you don't think I'm trustworthy? Just to show I'm on your side, I'll give you a gift. Go ahead, pick one." We can get the special delivery. We can overdraw a card, and then we give it minus 30 mana cost. We get a Frost Nova, 150 damage that lowers the attack speed and move speed of our enemies. And the Jar of Souls. We get 100 souls whenever a card is upgraded. I'm going to go with the special delivery. I think, well, if the card costs, so I'm basically paying 30 now to get 30 off later. I'm going to go with the Jar of Souls. Sounds good. "Excellent choice," says the Chewbat. "Since you accepted my gift, that makes us partners. I always give the best advice, and you're not going to regret listening to me. Now, if you want to reclaim the Necronator's power, first you got to conquer a few towns, defeat an army or two, you know, just to prove that you're worthy. I'm sure an up-and-coming scourge to humankind like you can handle it. Listen, this is going to be a stroll in the park. If you kill everybody in the park and left chaos and destruction in your wake, that is. Screaming peasants, smoking ruins. I can smell the carnage. We got to break a few eggs in order to make an omelet. Or as I always say, you gotta drown a few cucumbers in vinegar to make a pickle. Who doesn't love a nice crunchy pickle? And what villain doesn't love to defeat a hero? That's right, in order to fill the Necronator's shoes, you gotta kill a hero. Let's get to it. Alright, well, let's go over to here since there's gonna be a market pretty shortly anyways. All three of these sort of divert off that way. To the battle! We will be fighting against apparently battering rams, which are literal sheep with helmets that will batter you. Alright. Enemies have a militia handbook. When they play a squad card, spawn 3 militia at an enemy village. That might be tough to deal with. Let's see how we dive on in here. This is going to be your first look at the game's combat. I love the art style of this game. I've told you guys before, I've always been a big fan of kind of the Grandia aesthetic, where it's like a 3D world with like 2D stuff on top of it. Love that look. Have always loved that look, and it's always been my favorite. We spawn from over here. We're going to start generating what looks like a little bit of mana. So we've got a zap. Okay, I'm not going to do the zap just yet, but we do need to take over that tower before too long. Alright, let's go here. We've got let's just deploy some soldiers. Sounds good. There goes our little minions right there. I'm going to zap these guys because I don't like their faces. Oh, we killed them. Nice. Yeah, give me an overdraw. Let me see what I got going on here. You guys deal some damage on that side if you can. I'll pull in a few more units over here to fight with their battering rams. They got some militia. Let me go ahead and give them a buff to their armor real quick so that they can kind of stand the heat in the kitchen a little bit longer. If they can get this out of the way, that would be fantastic. I'd love to see it. I do have a lot of archers. And since we already have somebody tanking, I guess I'll put the art... Oh, no, we don't. Never mind. I lied. Yep, that was a big old nasty lie. Frontliners! Come, frontliners! I'm going to wait till these guys cross over right here. Wonder if that'll kill them. Oh, it did. Nice. It murdered them. Hell yeah. I didn't know if they had enough HP or not. This has now been haunted, so that means we're getting extra manas. Yeah, you guys can blood rage up. Why not? Give you guys some armor, too. Send you guys on down the road to get it done. Once they get to the market, we should be dealing a lot more damage, and we should be ready to go. I don't know if I can deploy here. I cannot deploy there. Okay. Let's overdraw real fast. And that's going to give us you. Yep, just keep sending in the flood. There's no reason to let up on the pressure right now. Is there a way for me? What does that do? Camera control? That's not what I want to do. I was looking for something to maybe speed up the battle, because for all intents and purposes, I'm pretty sure we've already won. Like, I don't know that I've already won, but I feel as though I've already won. Oh, it works on buildings, too. Nice. Me gusta. Okay. Yeah, just keep sending in more units, and now we're victorious. Our first battle, all nice and taken care of. Our rise to power. Let me get the 32 souls, and then we'll draft a card over here. We can get Rain of Arrows. It'll target an enemy for 4 DPS, 10-second duration, so it does 40 damage in total. Okay. And we've got ourselves a greater mana potion over here. That's pretty useful for when you're like really, really underwater. Overloaded agility while overdrawn squads in your hand will move faster. I'm going with Rain of Arrows or nothing, in all honesty. I'll just take the souls. None of those seem appealing to me. And we can spend the souls over here to get something that we actually want that, like, fits in. Alright. So for 80 souls, we can get ourselves some orcs. I can actually get a gladiator right there. Let's do it. Yeah, that sounds rad. I'd love to have a big bruiser unit that I can hide all my archers and stuff behind. That sounds like the Planarino. Alright, so there's enemies. Another village to be taken over. They got the Militia Handbook, which is going to give them some freebie units every single time we play anything. I think it's going to be okay, though. Alright, destroy the enemy castle. My body is ready. There's nothing I love more than annihilating the realms of man. I'll probably try to play the Gladiator first, so that we've got something big and beefy that we can hide all of our units behind. I think this guy's probably going to be big-time trouble for the AI. There he is. I'll probably try to roll out, like, a big wave all at the same time. I think we'll be more effective if we do that. Might overwhelm them a little bit more. So there's our Gladiator. Once he's engaged in combat, archers. Just to add some damage to the equation. Skeletons. All right. Everybody get in behind. Yeah, perfect. Let me get an overdraw. The overdraw is going to give us a little bit of a discount on our zappies. Perfect. And they're all pushing in ahead. I think we've got strong headway right now. The skeletons are unfortunately outrunning the gladiator, which I do not like. I wish that was not happening. But I suppose we're kind of stuck where we're stuck right now. Go ahead and armor him up, too. It's going to make him a little bit slower. But really, all we need for him is to face tank this over here. Come on. Get on in there. Yeah, let me have that, too. Absolutely. Just do your best to overwhelm them. I'm pretty sure in the wake of one gladiator, we should be all right. As I recall from the last time I played this game, a lot of the earlier levels had a big problem dealing with enemies that are like heavily armored and have like a lot of HP and are very, very difficult to kill off. I distinctly remember like the little AI units really having a problem stopping off the gladiators, which is why I took him. It was basically a free pass through the beginning of the game. There we are. I went ahead and fast forward through so we could get more progress into the game. Like, once we get to, like, the victory circle where we're already dealing damage to their base and there's no hope of a comeback, I'm just going to skip on over until we down the tower. That way you can see more of the game. We got 41 souls right there. Sounds good. Cards, we can draft a demon mage. I love demon. I love myself some undead mages, so I gotta go for it. We can either go to the market. Yeah, let's go to the market. Why not? Maybe there'll be something good over here. We can't afford anything, so I guess that's not going to be an option. That looks like a rest right there. What does that do? It probably gives us our HP back. We don't need it, so we'll take an extra bonus fight. And we got an elite battle up above us, too, so things should get a little bit more interesting. I didn't check to see what their relic was. Frostbitten hands is all that I read. So it's possible that it might be some kind of, like, slowing bonus, possibly, it's going to give them. Where do we see the enemy's armaments at? Hey, we got our gladiator up again. Nice. We can also change lanes now, which is going to be an important mechanic as we get further on into the game. I'm going to wait for the 50 again, just like I did last time, and then we'll just kind of flood in. Don't really want to overdraw right now. I'd rather not. Get some archers in there just so we can add a little bit of oomph to his DPS because he's not going to be able to kill these guys by himself. I could zap him, actually. That would make a nice little clearing for us. Looks good. I'm really hoping that I can save enough for the wizards. That's what I really want, is I want the wizards. Wait, why is it locked? I'm confused. Oh, that's got to be that right there. When the player has 60 more mana, silence a random card until it leaves the hand. Okay. That might be a little bit problematic to deal with. I don't know. We're shooting at them, which is okay. Let me get some more minions going. Like, I don't know. So how do I get these out of my hand? Wow, that's a tough card. I'm not exactly sure how we counter that. Oh, you've got to click redraw. Gotcha. Okay. Give me the Fletcher. Give me the armor up over there. Give me... Actually, I don't need the zap. Never mind. We'll put the zap back. Very nice. Our undead horde has purged the land of yet more breathing. Can't stand it. It's so loud. Why do humans do that? It's so difficult to ignore while we're trying to, like, take our deserved unrest. And we got a grunt over here. I would like to have bigger units. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. A bigger unit never really hurt anybody. Wait, what does this guy have going on? Hold on. Apparently, this guy's got stuff to say to us right now. He's got 2 relics. He's got sharpened arrows, and then he's got a stone cold shield. As long as the player has more than 20 units on the battlefield, enemy units get armor and less move speed. Okay. He's got polar bears that he's sending at me, too. That's kind of an interesting mechanized weapon there. Alright. Well, we got our grunt out first, so let's wait for it. It's going to be 50 mana, then grunty time, I think. I don't really care what path we choose. Like, we should be able to overwhelm the enemy, no problem either way. We'll put out the big guy first. We'll go ahead and divert that way. Just because it seems like that's what they're going to hit us with first. Apparently, bears are weak to lightning. I learned a new thing today that Pokemon never taught me. Bears are weak to lightning. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. Let's go ahead and send these guys out to the crossroad real fast. Looks like they one-shotted the bears, so these guys are pretty good. These little orcs right, you always got to trust the boys to get the job done. All right, orcs don't play around on that front. They don't mess around like that. I'm going to divert them off to the right this time, too, because it seems like they're sending a lot of stuff that way. Yeah, give me the demon mage. I don't know what he does, but I'd love to have him. Throw some summons on him, too, just in case. Some archers over here. Quick little overdraw. Zap them, so I don't even... Oh, it didn't even kill him, though. That sucks. We're already on their base, though, so that's really, really nice. We've already got a little bit of damage going out, so I can live with that. We've got the gladiator over here. We'll go ahead and put them out. We'll put out another archer. And once these guys arrive, we should be in a pretty solid spot. Oh, they actually fended us off. I feel disappointed in my armies. They actually managed to fend us off. Go ahead and send some soldiers that way, I guess. Yeah, get a few more of my little undead pirates over here doing what they do. We should have a little bit more damage going off to their base really soon, too. There we go. A little bit more oomph going out. I don't know what reinforcements do. I don't know if that was a thing the last time that I played the game. The first time I played this game was very, very early on in this game's development. I haven't touched it since. And so, in all honesty, I don't exactly know what takes place when the reinforcements get here. We seem to be wiping the levels pretty quickly without having to worry about it, so I bet the battle warmed you up, says Balderdash. Pathetic coward. You need a battle to warm yourself up. I lost because I didn't need extra body heat. It's my choice not to feel my toes, or my nose, or anything. All right, fair enough, man. Why are you so upset right now? We've got axe throwers right here. Overdraw a card, give it minus 30 mana cost. Okay. A strong, quick cast. I'll go with the throwers, and then we've got. Oh, nice! We get apparently when we ever do a elite battle, we get ourselves a free relic. So we got a flask of sapphire mana. I do think starting with 25 mana is really, really good. Let's do that. 25 mana at the start of the fight, I think, is kind of clutch. I think I'm going to start angling to take every elite fight that I possibly can, too, because if this game follows in the same vein as, like, Slay the Spire or, like, Monster Train, like, relics are everything. Like, the more relics you have, the better. Oof, starting with 25 mana. So spicy. Oh, there's 2 towers this time. Okay. All right. Well, you guys get moving. We'll send a couple of minions off that way just to mess with that tower and see if we can take it for the extra mana. Over here, we'll play a few more skeletons. Kind of just, like, spread them around a little bit. I don't know if they're going to get that tower, but I'm going to give them a Blood Rage to increase the chance that they do. My skeletons are getting kind of pooped on over here. Yeah, I just kind of had to play something over here. I thought our mana situation would be a lot better than it is, but our mana situation is actually kind of miserable. Well, that's no bueno. I may have actually made my deck too expensive. We can't afford most of the things that are happening here. Yeah, go ahead and armor break them. There's not going to be many of you left, but these guys are going to have a lot more mana than we have. The only saving grace here is that they get to kind of like split all of their attacks in between directions. All right, so send him out right there. I've got a zap, so I can kill off one of their waves on that side without having to worry about it too much. Send out a soldier, obviously. He's holding the line right there, but we need a little bit of DPS to push us through on that side. Oh, we've actually whittled down their tower a little bit right there. It's not too bad. Let's get a... Oh, did they tap out their mana? I think they might have tapped out their mana. They were hitting us pretty hard, no lie. Like, they were coming at us pretty nasty style, in all honesty. We got 20 right there. I got to play my overdrive a little bit more. We'll send a few people out that way, too, just to increase the mana generation. But this should be the beginning of the end as far as the resource economy goes. Put that out right there. Give me a Fletcher on that side. We'll flip this around, and we'll start sending people back around the other way, too. As long as they continue focusing big man, we should be all right. We did lose a lot of HP on that go, though, which kind of bums me out. Kill off the bears so that they don't divert any of our attacks, please. There we go, and we've haunted out pretty much everything. So we can send these guys pretty much any direction we want at this point. The fight is effectively over. There we go. Even up that score a little bit. We took one on the chin right there. That fight actually did not go as well as I expected it to go. They actually kind of like gave us a black eye on that one. I don't know how I played wrong. I definitely did something wrong, but I don't know how I played it wrong. There's a cheap little unit. That might be kind of nice. The Mark of the Immortal Titans. It's kind of spicy. Let's do more stuff that brings our mana costs down. Our mana costs have been a little bit hectic. We'll go up here to this random event. I'm going to rest at this campsite. People call him a blacksmith, but he doesn't really just forge armor. He forges souls right into people's flesh. Almost like getting a tattoo if the tattoo was like blistered with the heat of 100 suns. A screaming breastplate. Yeah, let's go for it. I got 150 souls. What a lovely breastplate, and it's still screaming. Is it going to stop doing that when the souls congeal? Okay, well, that's good to know. How long is that going to take? 2 millennia. Oof. Let me get some portal HP back. I mean, I know with our relics, it behooves me to basically forge every time that I get the opportunity to do so, but, like, we need the HP. I'm going to need to, like, win some fights first before we want to go with, like, anything, you know, upgrading or whatever else. Let's get this thing moving. I'm ready to do some battle in the realms of the living. Yeah, we'll keep everything moving kind of that way for right now. I like my camera angled this way. This feels better to me. Our gladiator's already good to go. I may actually zap the sheepies just to give us a little bit more breathing room. All right, gladiator's out. It didn't work the way that I wanted it to. I was hoping that would go a little bit differently. I'm going to armor these guys up so that they take less damage. The sheep actually are doing a pretty good job of messing with us. I'm going to redivert them that way because stuff is happening here. Actually, my gladiator is kind of like getting deuced on right now. He's kind of having a rough day. All right, fair enough. Oh, no, why are you guys splitting off? Oh, no, dude, they were past the sign. Why did they break off? Oh, no. Okay, don't like that. I'm going to call that a minor setback for right now. Give me a few more soldiers over here. At least my archer's won. Give me an overdraw. We should make a solid push on this side. We might knock that. Oh, no, there's a lot of enemies coming. Keep the pressure up. I want that extra mana. Actually, we're doing a pretty good job on the right, too. I didn't actually expect to get the right, but right's going all right. There's our extra mana, so now we're playing with fire. I'm going to start reinforcing this way. We have won the fight on that side, so these guys should be able to push through and give us a little bit of oomph out there. Let me have a gladiator over here. Let me have some soldiers. Nice little damage push on that side. The extra HP and the extra attack definitely coming through in spades right now. Just due to the fact that that breastplate, I think, was a really good acquisition. I think that was a strong, strong choice. Like, what's not to love about an extra 20% of everything, you know? I should be playing cards right now. I'm just watching the carnage unfold because I think we've already made it to the... Yeah, we've already effectively finished this thing off. Okay, and so the fire... That's it. That's dinner's cooked. It's ready to go, dude. I'm about to make a pork shoulder tonight. Woo! It's about to be off the chain. You guys have never had my pork shoulder before. My marinated pork shoulder. I marinate it for like 2 days. Like, whew, it's pretty good. It's a pretty solid pork shoulder. It's got cilantro in it, though, which is a deal breaker for a lot of people. Like, I love cilantro. I think it tastes great, but a lot of people disagree with me. And we've got an invigorating... What? Oh, he spawns little demon fiends? I kind of dig that. Yeah, do that. Are there any more elites up here? I'm trying to beeline for an elite right now. It looks like we have a forced elite fight, like 2 down the chain. What's these relics do? Hold on. I haven't been looking. Survive for 240 seconds? Oh, that's... should be easy enough, I guess. Like, how bad is this going to get? Let's see here. The Horn of Battle. Enemy castle has 1,000 HP. 1,000 attack, 1,000 armor. Okay, so that's troublesome. We have definite issues right now. I'm going to kind of let them crowd in. And then we'll throw something back at them. It looks like they're all going left lane. So we should be fine, I think. Let's go ahead and give them some armor so that they've got some staying power so that I can build up for one of these gladiators real quick. If we can take some extra mana, that would definitely help. So if they can make the push on that side, I would be pleased. Would make me very, very happy. You guys get Blood Rage real quick, too, so that we can take that tower before they reinforce. Perfect. Now we're getting double mana. See, that's what I wanted. Okay, so zap these dudes, please. Give me some warriors over here. We'll flip that around that way. Give me a gladiator. And we're going to focus this lane really, really hard now that we have mana supremacy. Well, mana's even, actually. We don't have supremacy yet, but we'll get there. Once we've taken over and we have mana priority, that's when we'll really start hitting them. But I think we're all going to pool up on the castle here. Like, we've only got to survive for a little while longer, so I think we're in pretty solid shape. There's our little Plague Doctor, too. I wanted to try him out, see what he does. Looks like he heals everything around him, and he also summons a bunch more units. We're getting triple mana now, so you should see his spawn slow down a little bit. We've firmly taken the right lane, so we want to rededicate back to taking the left. So I'm going to put out about as many units as I possibly can on the left lane, just in case they break off. There we go. And then we'll... Nope, 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 nope. You're going the wrong way. Please stop going the wrong way. That's a little weird. I think once they're past the sign, I guess like while they're near the sign, yeah, it turns yellow if it'll affect anything in its path. No, that's just me mousing over it. Never mind. I don't know. Either way, there seems to be some leeway. They can actually be past the sign, but if you click it, they'll redivert and go back around, which is kind of curious, but it's okay. It's just one of those little things that I needed to be aware of. Looks like right lane's going to go down. Let's start overdrafting. Play a few more cards just to clear out some of the things in our hand right now. because we do have like a few cards that are not really immediately altogether that useful for us. Let's put out a little skeletal army there on the right, just to counteract all the bears they're sending at us. 80 seconds left on the clock. Should be easy. Honestly, I think like this mission was all about seizing the initiative early and taking a tower really, really early. And if you manage to do that, the mission is not that big of a stress ball. But if you fail to do that, you're going to have a bad time. I'm going to try to keep them moving on both flanks. Not really that big of a problem. 10 seconds left on the clock, and really nothing interesting happened the entire time that I omitted out. It was basically our guys sitting outside of their castle farming everything that came out. And I can live with that, with all the bonuses and stuff that these guys got. I was actually a little bit worried about that fight. The variation, though, I do like the variation on what your ultimate goal is, so that's really, really good. Squads in hand plus 25% attack and 50% more. Oof. I'm just going to take the souls for right now. We're going to go on a minion-focused deck. An admirer gave you a book, a rival whose lair you pillaged. Okay, so apparently I become inspired while in hand, cards in hand, -5 mana cost. Okay, so like I don't play that, I just keep it in my hand, but that means I can't refresh my hand should I need to do so. So I'll just have to keep that in mind. I'm still not cold, says Balderdash. In fact, I'm even warmer than the last time we fought. I'm roasting. I don't even need to go inside. I've been standing out here for a week. You call this cold, you're never going to make the winter. Fair enough, man, but I really sincerely think you may want to go inside and just kind of warm up for a second. Like, it seems like it might be a good idea. Oof, too many expensive cards. Alright, what do we have going on here? So, we got a tower out that way. That's probably what I'll try to take first. Actually, no, that's a shorter path right there. Oh, but they're coming from that direction. Okay, well, give me him, and give me him. We'll send them off that way, and like whatever happens, happens. This is a fairly formidable attack force, especially if I can wipe out some of them right there. So we'll try to keep them on course. It looks like they're spamming most of their stuff along that lane. So I'm going to continue to do the same, because I'm pretty sure with all of my relics and whatnot, I can overwhelm them. They have not done a lot of damage over here. I can also go full Blood Rage on these guys and give them a little bit of acceleration to kind of push towards the enemy, and they should be one-shotting about everything by the time they get there. I don't know why he doubled back right there. Did you see that? He doubled back for some reason. There you go. Bring me that tower. You bring me that tower. Let me get it. Actually, tower's got a harder chin on it than I thought it would. Thought we'd be hitting the tower a little bit harder. Alright, well, before we're wasting mana, let's go ahead and put something out to deal some damage. Let me get that special delivery right there. We got it down to half health. I think they'll probably end up squaring up with everything that's coming down that way, so I just want to secure the extra mana. That's all that I super care about right now. Give them some extra armor, I guess. I'm going to hold on to my mana for just a minute, because it looks like they are varying up their tactics ever so slightly. Oh, they actually threw something heavier at me over there. These guys might get whacked. I don't know. Yeah, actually, he played some armored soldiers on me. Oop, I wasn't paying attention. I'm wasting mana over here. Inspired's here now, though, which means that I can really start to sling card. Oh, really? They pushed through over there. All right, fair enough. I need to keep that in my hand no matter what, even if it means that I waste other cards in order to avoid a redraw. Them Blood Rage. We need to push through. That 5 mana is really going to help us, though. Yeah, you guys keep going. Perfect. All right, that tower is going to be ours really, really, really soon. Like, I think there's no way that they survive this. Yeah, okay, so we've got that right there. We'll start diverting this way. We're sitting on a little bit of mana right now. Kind of zap some of these dudes just to keep them off our back, and now we've got double mana, which is really when this game starts to fall apart for the AI. Like, the second, like, really, I like the challenge level while you're going for the first tower, but after that, it just seems, like, once the first tower goes down, a lot of the time it just feels like semantics, like you going through the motion in order to finish off the fight, because like it's over. Like once you're gaining more mana than the AI is, we seem to be in pretty good shape. Maybe further on into the game we'll get some more variations on that, but for right now, I'm a little worried about the enemy reinforcements because I don't know what they do. Yeah, just keep pumping and dumping units. Well, we're gonna find out what the reinforcements do. If we didn't know already, we'll know now. You guys continue doing what it does. Looks like they're spawning in pretty intensely, actually. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna end up getting more upgraded units or what's gonna happen here. But I think clearly something's going to happen. I'm going to try to push through where I can. This path seems kind of long, though. Give them some armor so that they last a little bit longer. I mean, I think the thing with this one is just that the path was so long. Like, the path just to get to the castle. Oh, the reinforcements restart, so they get a big wave, like, every 20 or 120 seconds. Okay. Good to know. I'm just going to keep on chucking cards at them. I think this should be it, though. I think we got a bow on it. We're gonna get ourselves a new relic right after this too. So, good stuff. This game is called Necronator Dead Wrong. It has nothing to do with Ralph Nader, although I know that that might be what you would think. Is that like, hey, is Nader back? He's got a video game? Man, these political campaigns are getting weird. But anyways, no, nothing to do with Ralph Nader. It has to do with undead demonic conquest, something that I am a huge fan of. I will see you all later. Thank you for being here. Take care, and I'll be back tomorrow with something hot and spicy up off the indie skillet. Make sure you check out the Discord, which is listed down below, and check out the Twitch stream, too. I'd love to have you. Bye.